I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Eric Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. We are joined by Aster Fabricus. Hi.
Hi.
Hey, thank you so much for coming on. Please introduce yourself to everybody.
Hi, I'm Aster Fabricus. I am your local Wolfskin VTuber. I normally speedrun Resident Evil and Silent Hill, but I also do a variety of different games.
So you're one of them speedrunner types.
Yes.
Yeah. So, tell me how. What speedrunning Resident Evil?
Mm-hmm.
Where are you at as far as the time you want? Are you close? You still got to get a couple of things hammered out, or what?
I feel like I gotta get a lot done for the new Resident Evil that just came out. I'm probably I'm 20 minutes away from world record for the category I run.
Yeah.
It's the last time I checked.
Yeah. I mean, people are like, well, that's 20 minutes. Yeah, but it's not like that's a game you complete overnight.
Yeah, no.
I mean, you need to, when you're doing a speed run, I always want to ask this of people who do this. Do you finish a game that you know you've messed up in?
No.
Start again.
I've been told multiple times, nah, you gotta complete a full run. You really do. And it's bad. It's so bad. I think it really started with towards the tail end of me running Resident Evil 2 into the start of me running Silent Hill.
Yeah.
That's when it started.
Well, you play the game so many times at that point that you're strictly playing it for time, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you do something, this is my guess now, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you miss a jump and it sets you backwards, or anything you do that sets you back, you automatically know you're not going to get a good time, so why keep going?
Well, not in the sense you could always it could be you mess up one section and then later on in the game you could have this really good section and then you get PB pays.
So do you use exploits or not?
No, I try to avoid any percent. I try to avoid games like that. I mainly go for New Game Plus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you're not using little keyboard tricks to get from one place to another.
The only game that I would say I'm using exploits in is technically Resident Evil 9 and Silent Hill 2.
And I'm not going to ask you to give your secrets out. But
well, no, it was a ton of other runners that found this stuff. You could easily look this stuff up.
Yeah, I mean, but it's something that people will normally use, right? It's not like a super secret thing. Yeah, there's
not super secret.
Yeah, there's a difference between that and finding a certain key combination that gets you to the end immediately. Speedrun of 30 seconds. Well, congratulations.
Yes, I'm gonna get 10 seconds off this.
Oh.
It's the biggest dopamine rush of my life there.
Yeah, well, seriously though, when you're into it as much as that, what does it mean for you to shave a few seconds off a run?
I'm pretty sure I've shown a reaction 1 or 2 times.
Yeah,
it's mainly monkey noises.
That's hilarious. but seriously, I mean, you are definitely playing it. It's not a marathon at that point. It's a sprint. And
yes.
And it's you have to do things a certain way, and there are games that have certain patterns, and you have to do that a certain way. Have you ever found yourself in one of those runs where you're so far ahead time-wise that you clamp up and screw up immediately?
Sometimes I get super nervous about the the time. I'm like, oh, I'm doing good, but like I get nervous
Yeah.
that I'm gonna like mess up, and then I mess up, and it's like, oh, great.
Yeah, and it's not like you can stop and save and come back to it. That's
Oh yeah, no. There's certain games that like do
yeah,
like use like autosave techniques.
yeah, yeah.
Like I would say it was mostly used for the games that I ran. It was mostly used for Resident Evil 7 and Village.
Mm, yeah, yeah,
Those two used it a lot. Definitely more so Village than 7.
yeah. Well, that's it built into the game, though. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, it's built in the game, but it skips you ahead like probably a few seconds.
yeah. Well, yeah, yeah. But then you're not the one initiating it, so it makes it a little
Yeah,
different.
yeah, yeah.
Does everybody have their own rules for speed running, or is there a set list?
There is a set list. There is a set list of rules depending on each category.
Hmm.
Some of them are more controversial than others. Mainly looking at Resident Evil Village.
Yeah. So what is one of those things that kind of is a hang up for people?
Ooh, okay, so for Resident Evil Village, there was this technique called snow walking. Basically, it would cause you to run faster in the snow,
Mm,
like during the snow section at the very beginning of the game.
okay.
Very beginning. It's such a slow section. It drags. It's so boring.
Right.
Probably one of, like, intro in general is just a reason why there was a no intro category for that for Village of Shadows.
Uh-huh.
And anyways, they banned that whole entire technique to go faster in that little section.
Why?
I don't know. I wasn't really into the Village scene as much as other people. I was still in the 2 remake scene,
Yeah. Yeah. It,
but
I mean, it doesn't seem like a big major exploit or anything like that. You're just going a little faster.
yeah, no, I remember like talking to a lot of people who be like, "Oh, yeah, no, the fucking Snowwalk exploit." And then they're like, "Oh, yeah, no, that caused my run to get invalidated." Several people are saying that.
Oh man, that's. I mean, it's their game, but it's kind
Yeah,
of
yeah,
it's kind of nitpicky. But but I'm not doing the runs either, so I mean, I'm not really qualified to say it. But just looking outside in, it seems kind of irritating. It's like in the Link games, there's a couple of games where you can roll and jump and speed up things. It's become
yes,
it's
yes,
become part of the game, though.
yeah.
Yeah. Um, are there other things that they've concentrated on that you wonder what the heck?
Hold on. So funny because I have a hotkey to go to speedrun.com. So funny that I have it. I found it funny that for I think it's just yeah, it's console for Resident Evil Requiem. Like I remember when boards came out for it that Switch 2 had its own category
Mhm.
than the PlayStation. I'm assuming because it runs 30 frames.
Ah,
Found that funny.
yeah, yeah, and then, yeah, that's that. But there's a lot of speedrunners who will use every advantage possible to try and get in. Do you have like outlaw speedrunners?
What have I done? Sorry.
Are there outlaw speedrunners?
Outlaw? Like, what do you mean by outlaw?
Well, people who don't care about the rules for it, just do it. You know,
Well, if they don't care about the rules for it, then they don't get on the boards.
yeah,
That's the
yeah,
thing.
yeah. But I mean, if they find an exploit that takes 20 minutes off a run,
I feel like if that's like submitted onto the leaderboard, then yeah, it's gonna be found out either way.
yeah, it was somebody finding something that huge to take off. Like, okay, what program are you using here? What did you modify? Um,
What did you do? What macros are you using?
yeah, I mean,
Come on, man. Spit it out.
yeah,
What mods are you using?
yeah. Show the video proof. Yeah, there's an edit there. I saw the edit.
Yeah, no, every run requires like video proof and it requires the frame rate to be shown and it's really cool. Setting all that up for your first time.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember setting that up for my first time. That was not fun.
And then once you do set it all up, you still have to make the run.
Yes, and then no, and here's the best part. Here's the best part. Setting up your splits.
Oh, split
Oh my
times.
gosh. It's like probably like takes me like 10, 15 minutes to do for
Uh,
each game. It sucks. It sucks. Especially if you're on like multiple well, it's not as bad as if you're on multiple categories, but if it's for like a brand new game, it sucks.
oh man, the thing that reminds me of is like long distance running where you have split times for that. One lap is this time,
Yes.
one lap is this time, and you've adapted it, and they've adapted it to this technology, which I find both fascinating and so frustrating if I was doing it. uh,
Yes, yes, yes.
yeah, and um, so what got you interested in the speed running aspect of games?
Okay, so this was during COVID,
Uh-huh.
during pandemic. We were all in our homes, all in our little homes, right?
Right?
And I was like, all right, I gotta find something to do. I gotta.
Yeah.
And there was this little game called Resident Evil 2 Remake. Yeah, no, it was pretty simple to run. I was like, oh, let me give it a shot. And each time I played it, time went down. I was like, oh, little dopamine rush. I like it. It's fun.
Started keeping the tabs in a notebook or something. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and trying to remember where all the little you can shave a second here, a second there off of what you're doing. Um,
exactly.
yeah, it gets to be. So, do you run them in your head when you're not playing them?
No,
No, you don't. You don't
no.
suddenly come up with a new strategy while you're, having lunch or something.
Very rare occasion. It depends.
Yeah, yeah.
If it's like I try to do at least multiple runs.
Uh-huh.
Not like in a day, but like in a week.
Yeah,
I haven't been onto it as much because I had still got to figure out how to down patch
yeah.
my Resident Evil Requiem, but I really want to go ham at that game. I
I,
really do.
I hear it in your voice. The stress level has gone up. I need to do this.
No, I need to do this. No, I've just been struggling on how to get it down patched without it updating
Yeah,
on its own.
yeah. So, basically, you do this with the Resident Evil games and which other series was it?
Silent Hill.
Silent Hill. Um, th- those are two games that I probably would not play to start with because if I want to be scared, I'll go to work. uh,
Yes, you're so right. You're
yeah.
so right.
But the uh, to be um, obviously you enjoy it so much. Obviously,
Hmm.
I mean, is there anything else comparable to speed running for you in games or?
Ooh, anything comparable?
I mean, do you like watch motorsports or something? And
Watch movies.
yeah,
I got a whole letterbox account and everything.
you can't really speed run a movie.
Yeah, I can't speedrun a movie, but
So what got you into doing it on doing streams with it and doing VTuber work?
I saw there was like not a lot of speedrunning VTubers, and
Mhm.
I thought it was like really cool.
Yeah.
To be like, let me be super niche. Let me be niche and
Yeah. Oh,
not.
I mean, can you do that and keep up a chat?
Yeah, if it gets to like a slower section, then yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. Because I imagine there's sometimes you need to be really focused.
Oh yeah, no, it's there's slower sections in like certain games where it's like, yeah, I could look over. It's like auto scroll, not like auto scroller, but like
Yeah. Yeah. It would be a little tough for me to do something like that. But if you're used to it and you know where all the game parts are some of these games to the point where it's almost random where you can pick up time? I mean, it does a certain battle sometimes go a different pattern than you're used to?
Yes. We call it RNG.
Oh,
Um, Basically, I could mainly give examples from Resident Evil 2. Certain puzzles have RNG in it. Like, for example, if you're running Claire's section, get to Claire's campaign, you get to Sherry's section.
uh-huh.
There's a little block puzzle, right?
Yeah.
Got to match all the blocks up. It's very, very fun puzzle. Very fun puzzle.
Yeah.
There's this thing I like to call the Forbidden Two Turn. It's the best thing you'll ever get. Okay, that's like the Forbidden Two Turn is the best thing.
So,
And
so what is that?
so you get the block in like 2 turns. You get the puzzle in
Ah,
2 turns.
oh
Two
yeah.
block turns.
That's pretty much
Only
luck.
the problem is only one of the blocks is like right no matter what. The rest is like generated.
All right.
It's randomly generated on what the pattern is going to be.
Yeah.
Not like it's still the set pattern, but it's
Yeah.
like the solution how you're going to get to it.
So what? So how many times can you do that? Like 1 in 6, 1 in 20, or
I'm not sure on like exact like
the odds?
percentage
Yeah.
on what it is.
Yeah.
I know another Resident Evil game that is heavy on RNG is Resident Evil 3, the original.
Hmm.
There's like RNG in like every single area. I'd recommend watching. I think it. Yeah, no, it was Waifu. He speedruns Devil May Cry.
Mm.
He did a really good video on explaining how like the RNG works
Yeah.
in that game.
Yeah. Yeah. Are there tells where if you're coming up on a certain section and you know that it can have that sort of randomness to it, can you come up on them and tell how it's going to go, or are you going to have to wait until the event actually starts before you can figure it out?
I could sometimes tell where zombie placements are
Mm.
in Resident Evil 2.
Yeah.
It's just I've played it so much.
Yeah, that would help out a lot. I mean, if
Oh yeah.
it's if you're coming up, I imagine if you're coming up on a room where the encounter could be right as you walk in or further into the room, that makes a difference too.
Yeah, it's mainly in sewer section I could tell.
Yeah.
Where like it's gonna be randomly generated because there's a 50-50 shot sometimes. It's not like 50-50, but it's very rare.
Yeah.
That a G mutant might stay in one area and it might go to a different area.
Hmm.
You want it to go to the different area. You
Okay.
don't want it to stay in the area that, or else it takes time off.
Yeah. Yeah. It's everything's got to be based in time.
Yes.
Yeah. It's even the more mundane things. I imagine, like healing yourself. You have to do it at a certain point, or
Yes.
as you're on the
Yes.
run, that makes a lot of difference. Or I imagine there are points where you could heal yourself all the way up, but it's faster just to a big splash of hit points and keep going.
Yes, that's basically the entire Claire campaign in Resident Evil 2 Remake.
Yeah, yeah.
Put her in caution, she goes like zoom.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Now, what other games do you play besides those two?
What other games do I play? I try to go back to like older, not like older games, but like I don't know, like I want to try to like do a Fallout 4 stream at some point.
Yeah,
What else? I try to do other collab games, Minecraft,
yeah, yeah,
other stuff like that.
yeah. I imagine you could speed run Fallout 4.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen people speedrun Fallout 4. It's actually really insane.
Yeah, you mean you got to get you got to hit some things pretty perfect
Yes.
on those. Heck, even just getting through 3 and New Vegas, you have to hit things perfect.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that was. I mean, it was a lot of fun, and I would continue to play them if my computer was working. I would keep I would keep playing them. But those are games that people replay because they have replayability.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, some some of the games I run, like Resident Evil, some Resident Evils are not replayable in the slightest.
Yeah, but that's I imagine that'd be good for you as a speedrunner though, because there's one outcome and you know how it's going to go.
Yes. Yeah, no, I make this joke when people are like, "Oh, you beat it too fast." I'm like, "Yeah, no, I'm getting my money's worth, man. I'm getting my money's worth."
It's like telling a race car driver, you drove the car too fast. You didn't
Yeah,
enjoy it
no,
along the way.
I was told like I beat for my first playthrough, like I beat Resident Evil 9 in like 6 hours. I went too fast. Oh, because some of those puzzles were very straightforward. It wasn't like very hard to do those puzzles.
Yeah, and
But
well now you
I
know.
told someone,
Yeah, well now you know that the answer to the puzzles. I mean,
yes.
you don't have to sit there and strain your brain for half an hour trying to figure it out.
Yeah, no, it wasn't as much note taking like for puzzles
Yeah,
for 9
yeah,
than
yeah.
like
It's
2 and 4.
so. Do you when you took notes on those games, did you have them right next to you, and were you reading them as you were playing, or
Yes.
did you have to commit them to memory?
I literally have so many notebooks. I have so many fucking notebooks. I took the trip down to like a discount store and bought so many notebooks
Oh
just
yeah,
so I could take notes.
yeah, yeah. You I can't go to a place like that or like Staples or anything like that because I will buy stuff that I do not need.
Oh
Just
no, I did not need those notebooks. I could have just put it on my phone.
yeah, I mean I will buy pencils that I'll never use and fancy looking erasers and I would just I have to keep out of those and tool stores because
Yes.
like, oh, I'm buying all the tools. Well, you don't even know how to use the tools. I don't care. It's something. I could not speed run the stores. I'll tell you that. I'd be looking at
I
every little
sometimes
thing.
can.
Yeah. Well, I could do it a lot more than the missus. The missus decides she goes through every single. I'm only going in to get some coffee, and then she goes every single row.
Yikes!
I'm sitting there,
Yikes!
I got the coffee.
Man, the coffee. I
Yeah.
need it.
Yeah, give me that microphone. Wife? Or the loudspeakers. Yeah, bring her in. Um, so are there some games that you'd like to try with speedrun that you just haven't got yet or haven't gotten around to doing?
Um, I wanted to try Dino Crisis.
Dino Crisis.
Yes,
Okay.
Dino Crisis. I wanted to try that for sure. Um, what is some other ones? Fatal Frame. I
Uh-huh.
wanted to try.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of see where patterns going here.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, yeah.
I,
I
I,
don't know. Horror just like speaks to me. It speaks to me.
that's
Yeah, those are like the main two franchises I really want to
well,
try.
those franchises kind of lend themselves to speedrunning though, don't they?
Not as much as like Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Resident Evil is like a big speedrunner
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I would think that the horror genre in general is a little bit
Yeah.
better. I mean, you could do it for like Sonic or something like that, but
Oh yeah, no Sonic, Mario, those are the franchises that.
yeah, you can speed run those all you want. Heck, I used to try to speed run Punch Out.
Try to make it to Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
How long is that going to take?
yeah, absolutely. I had a little notebook. I kept how fast I could knock Glass Joe out.
Heck yeah. I'm
17
so proud of you
seconds,
there.
yes. But then my sister got a hold of it. That was that. It's a speed running is something that's been in games all the time. I mean, heck, there was an old game for the Atari the original Atari games, that was basically drag racing, and
Mm.
it was you were done in 11 seconds, and the game was over. But people still play that game and try to get the fastest speed possible on it.
Yeah.
And since I think that's the first one that I can remember people are speed running for any like people would take screenshots and send them to magazines of the
Yeah. And
final times. And people were like, you can't do that. You had to do something that you know. We didn't have the video evidence back then.
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. And so with the rise of technology, has the rise of cheating also gone up?
Um, I feel like yes, I've heard stories. I remember hearing the story about this Halo cheater. He was apparently quote unquote good at Halo.
Mm,
Like, and then he got invited. So there's this thing called GDQ.
yeah.
It's charity speedrunning event.
Right.
He got invited one year. He got exposed because he was so bad at speedrunning it.
Oh.
Turns out he was editing the video.
Ah. Okay. Yeah. Well, you as soon as somebody calls you out for it, it's like you see people who you hear about people who cheat on marathon races and um, finish way ahead of where they should, and then
Hmm.
and then they get into a match race with somebody and finish 7 miles behind them. Like, oh, you weren't able to take the subway for half of it. It's
Yeah, skipping out on the steroids.
yeah, all that sort of thing. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
you'll
yeah.
you'll get shown up pretty quick if you come out of your shell
Hmm.
and do it. But I imagine you have seen a few folks who have speed run those games, and you just know immediately that they didn't do it right.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Yes.
is it worse on the Resident Evil games? You think?
Um, not as bad. Like what I like to do is I like to give tips, low key.
Hmm.
I'm like, hey, try doing this, do this, and this.
Hmm.
See how that works out.
Yeah. Yeah. And so you'll give the tips, but if you watch, do you watch? First of all, do you watch many speedrunners?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Now, are you watching them for interest, or are you watching them to steal their tips?
Both.
I'm
Both.
not.
Both,
There's
man,
no
both.
no judgment there. That's called scouting.
Yes!
Yeah.
I am seeing which ones I could use towards my run.
Yeah. So have you ever watched somebody and they come up with something that you never even came close to thinking of, and you like pop yourself on the head like, why didn't I do that?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
ooh. Uh, so do you start writing it down and try to stick it in your notebook?
I low key save the clip and I start watching the clip and I've learned to like watch the clip and do it to
Hmm.
save money on the notebooks. I only use the notebooks for like puzzles now.
Mm. Well, yeah, it's probably easier than writing it through.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a game once on the old 64, Commodore 64, called Might and Magic, the first one of the 9 series, and we didn't know how to finish the game. We didn't have internet to
You never got to finish it?
oh no, I did, but I had to go and
Okay.
buy a bunch of graph paper, and I graphed out every bit of the game with
Oh my
notes and
gosh.
went through walls that you weren't supposed to go through, and finally found how to beat the game. But by the time I got there, I was about 600 levels past where you could
Oh
beat
my
the guy, and
gosh.
it took like 10 seconds to win. There literally was nothing that could stand more than one turn.
There, now you can start speedrunning.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah. Well,
gosh.
if you start speedrunning with that group, you're just going to walk over there and win. That's all you can do.
Yes.
That it took forever to get this thing done. And then
Mhm.
one of my friends came over and he had a guidebook.
Oh, the guidebooks. I
Yeah,
remember the
and
guidebooks.
with maps and everything. I'm like, you couldn't have brought this to me before I started this project.
Well, your project seemed more fun.
Yeah, but I found all sorts of odd little shortcuts and sort of things. Have you found something by accident that has helped you out a lot?
Um, Not really.
Uh, you haven't stumbled across a,
I
hey, I
think
can go
I
from this room to here.
found one little audio glitch. I like to think I did
Yeah.
because I never really seen anyone get it besides me.
Oh, yeah.
It's towards like you're like not 3/4, like nearly 3/4 of the way done of the game of Resident Evil 2,
Yeah.
and then this audio glitch happens, and I'm like, oh, hooray! I'm going fast enough. I'm going so fast that the game can't register what's going on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It
It's
so i- is it tempting to use the the glitches and shortcuts that are not so kosher with the online folks just to see how fast you can go in the game?
um yes. Yes. I like to like sometimes if I play Silent Hill 2 casually, like the remake,
Yeah,
um I cannot do the whole thing just without glitches. I can't do it anymore.
yeah, yeah.
It's so boring. Like I'll probably quit like not even like past the beginning if I do it without the glitches.
Yeah, but it's different. It's different when you're not when you're just running through something. And would you call these games comfort games now for you, or every time you play them, are you looking to go as fast as possible?
Both. Both for sure. Um Definitely both because I think Resident Evil for sure is more of the comfort game.
Uh huh.
I would I haven't been playing it like them as much as I want to be playing them,
Mm,
but they're definitely more of a comfort game.
yeah.
No.
Yeah. I've got a couple of them that are mine, and there's one just phone game that if I'm talking to somebody out in the wild and they pause in their conversation, I'll play 2 rounds of it.
Heck yeah.
Okay, fine, and go from there. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
so if you had a a free time to do something, and it was coming up in a week's time, and you knew you could do speed running for that entire time online, is it something that you will gear yourself up for, or you just at this point with some of these games you just sit down and go?
I just sit down and go.
Yeah,
I'm like, all right, let's get started.
yeah. You don't have to.
Let's
You have to, you know, hype yourself up or take a bunch of monster drinks or anything.
used to it was a ton of Dr. Pepper. Used to.
Dr. Pepper was our monster drink when I was a kid.
Yes.
Yeah,
Used to be like it was like that. I was like, oh, I was drinking Dr. Pepper.
yeah, yeah. That'll get me going. That'll run everything through. That'll speed up my heart.
Yeah, no, but mainly I'd be listening to like a ton of like DJ mixes off like Apple Music or
Ah,
whatever,
really? Um,
and
the
have that on as the background.
Yeah, the DJ, are they hype music or are they low key?
It depends. It's mainly like house music.
Yeah, yeah.
I put on like sometimes I put on like B2B sets. I put on like some sets that were like performed at Tomorrowland, like
Mm,
a lot of different.
yeah. Well, see, that's kind of setting the scene a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
it's more like hyper.
yeah. It's get pumped up a little bit before getting
Yeah,
into the
yeah.
game. Um, so have you? How many times? Be honest now. Honesty is the best policy.
Yes, yes, yes. This is.
Rage quitting.
Oh, that's normal. That's a normal basis. What do you mean? What do you mean?
How many controllers have you thrown?
No controllers.
Yeah.
No controllers. I
Uh,
promise. I promise that one for sure.
chairs.
Chairs? No chairs.
Yeah. But
It's mainly slamming the desk.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good standby. As long as you make sure that your hand is flat while you're doing it.
Yes. No, I slam my chair.
Mm.
Like I slam my hand on the chair.
Like, no, it was going so well.
I made it all the way to the fucking sewers. No.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I had the first time, well, the only time I beat the original Super Mario Brothers on NES. It was 4 o'clock in the morning, and I had been playing it. I got off work at like midnight. I'd been playing it since midnight, and then a lot of people don't talk about this, but you go into a different world segment afterwards, and all of the monsters have changed.
Yeah.
And I continued to play, got all the way to the last couple of screens again, because some things were actually easier with those things. And I had even the large Mario, and I jumped off into the abyss with the last guy. I could have just ran through Bowser and won
Oh
the
my
second time.
gosh.
I really wanted to wake the neighbors up. I was so
Oh my
pissed.
gosh.
Like, I'm never going to be here again. I just fumbled into the end zone. This sort of thing. It's got to be really frustrating if you know you've got what could be a personal best going, and then one little thumb move costs you the whole thing.
Yeah. I try what I try not to do is look at my live split.
Yeah.
So that the splits and stuff.
Yeah.
I try not to look at that. Because one it shows like run prediction.
Mm-hmm.
I have it set to where like it shows run prediction and like my PV. Obviously it shows like the time.
All right.
Try not to look at that because then I'm like, oh great, I'm not gonna get there. I gotta reset.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna overreact.
Yes. When you're running it online, does the chat see it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's good because they can.
Online and offline, you'll see the timer.
Yeah, that's good. That keeps them interested in what's going on, either rooting you on or rooting. Do you get people who root against you in chat?
I think I've had that like once, but they got like banned. So
I'm not dealing with this.
yeah, I'm not dealing with this. I'm not dealing with this today.
The game developers show up. No, you're not supposed to do it that way. Banned.
Too bad. Too bad.
You made it this way. Banned.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
If you don't like it, go ahead and patch it.
So, are you able to do any collaborations with this, or do you? Is it always pretty much a basic solo stream?
It's mainly a solo stream, but I do want to like race people.
Ah, yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah.
That would be fun, especially if you could do it side by side, and people can look at the times and look at where you are in the game.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
And as long as you guys weren't seeing where the other person was.
Yeah, no. Another game that I would want to do, which could also be, multiplayer, was RE5. I wanted to run that, but I heard it had like a lot of menuing, and I complain about my menuing all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm so like self-aware that like I'm messing up on input sometimes.
She's like, come on.
Come on.
This is going to be 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And your mind is going at a speed faster than the game.
Yes.
That's always frustrating. Yeah. Are there any other types of games you'd like to try to speed run?
No, I feel like horror is where I'm gonna like stick after the hot.
Yeah.
For like a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, so yeah, you're at the point now where you pretty much know when you're running a good time, right?
Yes.
You don't need to watch the clock to know that you've hit every mark so far.
I feel like I need to watch, like, look at it sometimes.
Yeah. But when you do, is that a good thing or bad thing?
Depends if I have a good time, then yeah, it's a good thing.
Well, I would think that put that much extra effort, extra pressure on you.
Yeah, no, it sometimes feels like it does.
Yeah, it's like people talk about that in sports. Um, you don't want to know when you're doing well because then you'll stop doing it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I had that in bowling one time where I started off with 5 strikes in a which I never did, and people were actually coming around and watching at that point because they're like, it's halfway through the game,
Oh, five
and
strikes.
and I
Yeah,
and
very interesting.
and then I hit a 9 and 1 and spared, so everybody ran away.
Uh
But
huh.
I told my friend, I said, "Don't tell me what the score is. I'm not going to look at it." And then the last ball I rolled, I got 9, and I looked at him and goes, "It's a 199, isn't it? Not 200, not 201, not in the
Sounds like
198.
200.
It's 199."
199.
I've lived with that my entire life, Mister 199. Yeah.
Perfect.
So yeah, it sometimes you just are feeling good enough where you don't really want to know what's going on with it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ride this wave. Um, are, do you think there's luck involved in it as well? Sometimes.
Going back to the RNG thing, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. If you're lucky to get that good RNG,
Mm,
then yeah.
yeah. Is but when you don't get it, is that enough to make you quit?
Depends on how far back I am.
Mm, mm. Is it easier to quit later in the game or earlier in the game?
I feel like earlier because it's like, oh, I have so much of the game left
Mm-hmm.
compared to like later where it's like, oh, I got all this done. I'm close to the end. Let me just finish it out.
Yeah. Yeah. And when you were doing that, have you found things that you'd use later?
Sometimes, sometimes.
Yeah. Are you liable to take a little bit more risks at that point?
Uh, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. What happens if I go through this door?
What happens? What happens if I don't kill this enemy that will one hit me?
Yeah.
What
And
happens?
if I just run past them and don't do anything with them? Um, are there sections where you've done that, where you just kind of ignored it and kept going, and it worked?
Yes, yes.
I can hear the game developer screaming, "No! You're supposed to sit there and fight them." But if there's no point in it, why bother if you're going to speed run
Why
it?
bother? Why let me save bullets?
Yeah, and everything else, especially time. Um,
Yes, yes.
yeah, I don't want to spend 20 minutes fighting something I don't want to fight. Uh, and it'd be
Exactly,
the one
exactly.
monster nobody fights anymore because they're all speed running past them. There's kind of waves as you go by. Hey.
Here goes Mr. X, one hit by the RPG.
Yeah. Um, so
Shortest boss fight in the game.
yeah, do you have games sometimes where you think the game has been made in such a way to make it tougher to speed run?
I feel like with the recent patch of Resident Evil 9, they definitely like uh made it harder,
Uh, what was the
which
difference?
is they got rid of some glitches that were like very um useful
Mm,
towards like later
hmm.
end of the run.
Yeah.
And
So
then like they changed the UI of one of the enemies, like their AI habits.
yeah, well that'll mess you up.
Yeah, no, that one took out so much of my time.
Yeah. Oh,
It's like, oh, now I got a down patch.
yeah, yeah. Does do the do the national and worldwide marks, do they actually compensate for that, or do they put that in like side notes or something?
You mean like the moderators on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
yeah. Um, there was this instance where we had like a no intro category.
Uh,
It also skipped a section. Um, if you do not have that mod installed where it like skips that section automatically, they take off 8 minutes of your time.
wow,
Yeah,
that's a good chunk there.
because the section's approximately like 8 minutes.
Yeah,
So
well, I mean that's something, but I would imagine that if there was a patch that made the game significantly harder to speed run, that you'd pretty much have different time sets for that because you ran X amount at with the old version. And now the record for the new version is this. Do they split hairs like that?
no, I wish we did that. I really wish we did that, but no, it just doesn't change much of the route to uh fix it,
Mm,
like to make that a thing.
mm. Do you have to get special equipment, game controllers and such?
No.
Oh,
I use keyboard and mouse for running
ah,
Resident Evil.
yeah. I have a trouble with that because I'm switch-handed.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm left-handed for a lot of things, but also right-handed for some things. And when you get the WASD controls, I'm absolutely up a tree
Hmm.
because I can't do that with my left hand. So,
I was
uh,
gonna say get the what's it called? Get the I think it's like the 100% keyboards or whatever. Not
yeah,
like the 60%, but like the 100%.
yeah,
And then that's the little things,
yeah. Well, see, I
the little arrow keys.
yeah, and well, games like even Stardew Valley has the WASD, but I reprogram into the direction keys because that's what they're there for.
Yeah.
Why do you have them there if you're not going to use them as directions? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but then I can use that with my right hand, and I can use the mouse with my left hand,
Yeah.
and it makes a big difference that way. Because otherwise, there's some sections where I have to almost play with an X, and
Ah.
with my with my arms crossed over because it's not going to work any other way, and that'll really play tricks with you after a while.
Mm-hmm.
And you go, which hand is my left hand? Both of them. Um,
Both of them are on my left hand. Which
yeah,
one's my right hand? Oh,
yeah.
my legs are.
Are you basically right-handed?
I am right-handed, yes.
Yeah. Does that make a difference, you think, in speedrunning?
Uh, I I'm not sure because I've never really seen anyone run left-handed. So
If you saw that it would and that was an advantage to doing something left-handed, would you try it?
I would learn how to be left-handed. Yeah, I would learn.
Join us.
Become left-handed.
Do it. Um,
I will join the dark side.
so join the dark side. Um, it's really fascinating to talk with someone who enjoys that so much because it's as you mentioned before, kind of a niche thing, but it's also there's science behind it, and there's practice behind it, and there's you've gotta be dexterous enough to take advantage of things, and
Hmm.
you have to remember things, which at this point in my life I would not be good at. Where am I at again?
Yeah, no. A lot of people are like surprised with my memory
Yeah,
of the games.
yeah. Well, do you have like that type of a memory where with normal things like almost photographic type things?
Not really.
Eh,
It's so funny.
who am I
Like, how do you
again?
know this but not this? What?
Who am I?
Who am I again, huh?
Okay. So we'll call you a speed running savant then.
Heck yeah.
Actually, that would be a pretty good title for somebody. Said the speed running
Yeah, I
savant.
would like that.
Yeah. So Well, I mean, I appreciate you coming on and talking about this, and I'm sure that folks. How many times a week do you stream trying to speed run?
I try to speedrun when I can.
Hmm. Is it a regular basis or is it?
It's just the work has drowned. I've been drowned in work, basically.
Yeah, yeah, that does happen, and
Yes.
regular life things too. get
Yeah.
get involved in that sort of stuff. Well, I hope that you're able to shave some time off here soon,
For
and
sure.
and
I'm
keep it going.
hoping.
I just think it's fascinating to watch. It's like watching um an athlete, a a track athlete, and if they beat a record and they didn't realize they were doing it, they're like, "Oh, what? I beat the record!" Ah!
Oh my gosh! Oh
Freak
my
out a little bit.
gosh!
It's really hilarious. So do you have the? Are you on Twitter, Twitch, what right now?
Twitter, Twitch. I'm on both of those.
Yeah. Do you upload?
Letterboxd.
Yeah. Uh,
Like I said, that's right. Keep my movies
yeah.
tracked and everything.
Yeah. Well, we'll have all those links in the description for the video.
Hell yeah!
And
Hell yeah!
I want to thank you for coming on because you're doing something I'll never be able to do. I couldn't speed run tic tac toe at this point.
I thought I could. I thought I wasn't able to do it either, but here I am.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, my fingers don't work as fast as they used to. I use that as the excuse. Not talent. It's my fingers don't work.
Yes. Perfect.
It's bad. They cramp up when I'm doing too well. Aster, thank you so much for coming on,
Yeah,
and
of course, of course.
hopefully we'll update you here soon. But folks, check out what Aster's got going on. If you want to see some speed running at its finest, check out what Aster has got going on. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.